Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Ophir Bloch, VP of Corporate Marketing here at WalkMe, and I've been part of this journey for nearly a decade, helping shape the category of digital adoption from the ground up. Let me start with a sobering statistic. 70% of digital transformation initiatives fail to meet their objectives. And when you hear digital transformation, what's the first word that pops into your head? Maybe it's innovation, agility, efficiency, growth, but I suspect it's also disruption, chaos, frustration, tickets, overwhelmed, or maybe even resistance. This matches what we hear from organizations worldwide. Companies continue spending more and more on software every year, creating a painful paradox. The average enterprise loses $104 million annually in wasted technology investments. The problem isn't the technology itself. The problem is how humans adopt and use that technology. The hard truth is that we've been thinking about this problem incorrectly. We believed we had a technology problem. In reality, we have a change management problem. The gap between software deployment and actual adoption continues to widen, creating friction that undermines productivity, wastes resources, and frustrates your team. Today, I'll explain how digital adoption platforms solve this problem, show you the measurable impact with real customer examples, and give you 3 concrete next steps to start your journey. So let's examine what's actually happening in your organizations today. Our research shows that companies believe they use about 37 applications. Your identity management systems report 231 applications on average, but the actual number is a staggering 625 applications, including 172 AI-powered tools already. This creates a 1,600% visibility gap between perception and reality. Consider that fact. Your organization likely underestimates its application footprint by 16 times. This creates 3 major problems. First, you can't optimize what you can't measure. Second, your employees struggle to navigate this complex landscape. And third, your software investment decisions lack a complete picture. This application sprawl creates what we call the productivity paradox. Despite all this technology, supposedly designed to make work easier, employees waste 36 working days each year dealing with technology frustrations. That's over 7 working weeks lost. Think about that for a moment. How many different applications do you personally use in a typical workday? Take a guess. Is it 5, 10, maybe even more? At WalkMe, our research shows that employees regularly rely on up to 10 different applications just to complete their core responsibilities. And the real challenge is that these tools rarely work the same way. That inconsistency leads to constant context switching, workflow disruptions, and wasted time, day in and day out. This fragmented landscape creates measurable business consequences. Your organization pays twice for technology, first in licensing costs, then in lost productivity. The average large enterprise wastes $16 million annually on duplicate or unused software. Your digital transformation efforts stall as adoption lags behind deployment. The impact shows up in your critical workflows: employee onboarding in HR, opportunity management in sales, purchase order in finance, access management in IT. These workflows break from the weight of technology change. Some workflows aren't adopted at all. Others are adopted improperly. And even when people use workflows correctly, they waste valuable time figuring out how. So what's the solution? If you've joined me here today, you likely have a feeling that digital adoption platforms, or DAP as we call it, can help you, and you're spot on. Oversimplifying the story, we like to think of DAP as a GPS for your software ecosystem. Think about it. Before GPS, we got lost, took wrong turns, and needed to rebuild confidence with each new route. After GPS, we navigate confidently, seeing the whole journey with turn-by-turn guidance. In a similar way, Without Adapt, your employees waste time figuring out applications, making mistakes, and rebuilding proficiency with each update. With a digital adoption platform, they get contextual guidance, automation for routine tasks, and consistent experience across all your software. Adapt sits on top of your tech stack, creating a consistent layer that helps users navigate applications. It works across web, desktop, and mobile. It works with any software, whether you're building it in-house, you're purchasing it off the shelf, or using it on the cloud. Digital adoption platforms work through 4 essential capabilities. First, they discover. The platform identifies all applications in your ecosystem, monitors usage patterns, and pinpoints friction in your workflows. This gives you complete visibility into your digital environment. Secondly, they guide. The platform provides in-app guidance right at the moment of need. Contextual walkthroughs, embedded help, and AI-powered assistance that appears when users struggle, eliminating the need to leave their workflows for support. Third, they automate. The platform can handle routine tasks that slow people down. This ranges from simple form filling to complex cross-application workflows, allowing employees to focus on valuable work, but also ensures your critical processes are completed correctly and consistently, every single time. Fourth, they measure. The platform gives you unprecedented visibility into how software actually performs in your organization. You get meaningful metrics like task completion rates, error frequency, and time saved beyond license utilization. This creates a continuous improvement cycle where data drives better decisions. Together, these 4 capabilities create a system for managing change as an ongoing process rather than a one-time event. This matters because change has no finish line. The average large enterprise will increase its application portfolio by 26% by next year. AI capabilities multiply this complexity. Traditional approaches of training, documentation, and support simply cannot keep pace. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's talk about the business case with independently verified numbers. IDC research confirms organizations implementing WalkMe's digital adoption platform achieve a 494% return on investment, with a payback period of under 5 months. These findings come from extensive customer interviews conducted by independent analysts. Breaking down the benefits, IDC found WalkMe delivers 60% faster adoption of new applications, 41% fewer business process errors, and 45% faster application migration. These improvements come from increased user productivity, IT staff productivity, and reduced support costs. The ROI formula is straightforward. Organizations following digital adoption best practices see dramatic improvement compared to those using traditional approaches. Let me walk you through a simple calculation you can do right now. Let's do a quick thought exercise. Think about the average annual salary of a knowledge worker at your organization. Now, multiply that by 36. That's the number of workdays that are lost each year to technology frustration. Then divide that by 260, the average number of working days in a year. That gives you the annual productivity cost per employee. Multiply that by the total number of knowledge workers, and the number might surprise you. For many organizations, this adds up to millions in lost productivity. And that's just one angle. Organizations that implement even a single digital adoption best practice can nearly triple their digital transformation ROI, from 22% to up to 64%. Those that embrace 3 or more best practices average an ROI of 85%. These aren't abstract benefits. Let me share real results from organizations similar to yours. W.L. Gore & Associates experienced a 50% increase in CRM eNPS, a clear signal that employees aren't just enjoying the tool more, they're actively using it, adopting new features and processes faster and getting more value from the platform. Smith & Nephew used WalkMe to support its change management and enablement strategy, resulting in a dramatic 70% decrease in errors for just one invoicing workflow. This also saved an estimated 2.5 hours per week in support time, allowing the support team to focus on higher value work. Nestle saw a 250% increase in task completion rates for processes and business-critical applications by using WalkMe to streamline and guide users through key workflows. This directly translated into improved productivity and greater consistency across operations. Organizations consistently report benefits across 4 key areas. Productivity rises as employees spend less time wrestling with technology. Compliance improves through correct, consistent process execution. Software ROI increases as you maximize utilization. And business agility improves as your organization can adopt new technologies faster. So now, what happens if you maintain the status quo and do nothing? The cost of inaction continues to compound. This represents capital tied up in shelfware that could be invested elsewhere. Risk exposure increases as workflows with compliance implications go unmanaged. Employee frustration grows, affecting retention and engagement. Your competitive position erodes as more agile competitors capture the benefits of new technologies faster. The AI revolution magnifies these consequences. The average enterprise already uses dozens of generative AI applications. This will grow as existing applications introduce AI capabilities and new AI native tools enter your ecosystem. Without proper guidance, employees will struggle to use these tools effectively. The lesson is clear. Technology alone doesn't guarantee results. The right human-centric adoption strategy makes the difference. A BCG research shows that digital transformation leaders generated $9 trillion in shareholder value over 5 years. Laggards missed $5 trillion in potential value creation. Which position would you prefer? So, as we close, here's what I want you to take away. First, benchmark your current state. Understand your application landscape. Document key workflows. Speak to your people and identify high-friction areas that impact productivity. This creates your baseline for improvement. Second, educate your stakeholders. Assets like the Digital Adoption for Dummies book, available via the QR code on screen, explains the fundamental in accessible language, perfect for building consensus across IT operations and line of business leaders. The guide includes templates for building your business case. Third, reach out to us and schedule some time with one of our digital adoption professionals or request a demo today. We can help you quantify the potential impact for your organization based on your specific environment and priorities. You'll be able to design a roadmap tailored to your needs and objectives. So thank you again for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Realize 2025 event.